Well, it might not be as big as the Chelsea game we had in the third round of the FA Cup last season, but an FA Cup tie away from home against Lincoln, who are in League One, still going to be an interesting proposition. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to part 12 of the My Career Save here on FM24 with our first club, maybe our only club, at Spennymoor Town. My name is Stu. Thank you for joining me in today's video, in which we are playing the aforementioned game against Lincoln in the FA Cup, followed by a National League game against Buxton. And if you're excited to see how we get on in both of those games, don't forget to leave a big like on the video for me. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It's completely free to do so. And you'll be able to keep up to date with all the nonsense that comes out of this space right here. So, since you were last with us, not a lot's happened. I've only played a couple of games. If we have a quick look, last time you saw us was there. The doubleheader against Southend, which went rather well. We've actually, we've been unbeaten in the last games since. We've not won every game. Morecambe did put pace out. Morecambe have been a real thorn in our side this season. The only time we've beaten them is on penalties. And then they beat us on the opening day of the season. So, they're a bit of a bogey team. I'd have liked to have beat them, but we didn't. So, you know, got to deal with that. So, it is what it is. But we are here. We have got Lincoln and Buxton ahead. And at a minimum, we have to win one of those games. I think I know which one it will probably be. Lincoln, just for context, are in League One. They're mid-table in League One. They're not really playing for anything at the moment. It's a difficult one. I'm being as positive as I can, and I'm looking at it and going, I'm pretty sure we beat a League Two side last season, but I can't remember for the life of me what that game would have been. It would have been in the FA Trophy, and I can't remember who it would have been. I mean, it wouldn't have been Altrincham. 100% it wouldn't have been Altrincham. Let me just, if I remove that and then just put the FA Trophy on. I'll put the FA Cup on in a minute as well. In fact, let's put both on just to go through the games. So, Gateshead, they were National League. Scarborough were definitely not. Warrington definitely weren't. I'm thinking, was it Rochdale? Did Rochdale did they get relegated and are just having a really, really poor season? No, it wasn't them. Wasn't them at all. I'm sure we played against a League One, not a League One side, League Two side. I'm sure we did. But for the life of me, can I remember who it is? No. Which makes me think I may have made the whole thing up. I'm sure I didn't, but it's looking more and more likely that I did, if we're being honest. I'm pretty sure Forest Green were not in the league. Well, hang on a second. Was it? No, because that's the start of the save. That's the updated database. So no, it wasn't Forest Green Rovers. Okay, I can't remember who it would have been. It's really annoying me. It obviously didn't happen because I haven't been able to find any evidence of it, but I had in my head that there was a League Two side that we played. We obviously haven't, and if we have, I'm just not succeeding at finding it. But anyway, my point being, if we can beat a League Two side last season, this season we might have enough bats to beat a League One side. But we are away from home, and yeah, it is what it is. So this is the 11 that we're going to be using to try and do that. It's probably failed miserably. It is Popple in goal, Banks, Burke, Ward and Wood in defence, Ravenhill and Dyson in the middle with Ben Mahoney, Ferguson and Richards supporting, it's not Taylor up front, I've left him in there, supporting Benjamin up front. We were going to have another game before this one, but it got cancelled because the other stadium for the other team had a waterlogged pitch, so that's been delayed. So we've gone straight to this one, which means the teams had to have a bit of a rest. They were getting a bit tired, so I am grateful for that. Now, we have got a bunch of players on trial I will quickly show you. I have put some offers in for a couple of them. One of them is, who is it? It will show up when I highlight over them. This guy, Harrison Holgate. Not the best in the world. He's not good at big matches, but he is a good defender. He has got potential. He is not young, but he's on the younger side, so he would have a bit of room. But we've got competition from a League Two side or two. That could be a bit of a problem, so we're probably not going to get him. But we did put an offer in for someone else as well. I can't remember who it is. I can't remember. It was someone who can play on the wing. I know. Was it someone who can play on the wing? It wasn't. I'm lying to you. It was this guy. It was a defensive player. It was right back. That was it. It was this guy, Elliot Hewitt. He could be a really good backup right back for us. At 31 years old, he wouldn't be a long-term option, but he could still be a good one. And there's a few players in there I've brought in who could be decent defensive midfield options, like him, for example, but I'm going to hold off on that until we know a bit more about them once they've been at the club for a little while. We've got a little bit of money to spend because Ben Beals and the other goalkeeper have gone. So we are going to spend that wisely. and try and get players either just in for this season who can help us get that final push to promotion, or who could be with us for the long term in the rise through the leagues, particularly into the Football League. Assuming we don't balls it up. Anyway, enough about that nonsense. Let's get to this game. Let's see whether we can put ourselves into the 4th round of the FA Cup for the first time. We already have made history last season by getting to the 3rd round and getting to a replay against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Not as glamorous this time. It's still a reasonable sized team, to be fair, compared to ourselves. So it is what it is. We'll go out there. We'll give it our best effort. We'll hope maybe they'll be a bit complacent. If they're not, they're not. It's fine. I mean, their run of form recently is horrendous. Maybe we can take advantage of that. That's the hope. Their midfield pair are actually quite tired, so we are going to be pressing them quite a bit. Our team is fully fit, which is nice to say. There was a temptation for me to put Mendes in the starting 11. We haven't done that because he's just come back from injury. The temptation was there purely because he's available, and he's been really good for us. But we've kept Richards in. The wings are a weird position. We've got plenty of players in there. They're just not at the quality that we probably do need. But Yassine Bell El-Mahani has gone and scored to make me eat my words, because obviously the quality's there, because he's gone and scored and made it 1-0 to Spennymoor. Is it happening for the 2nd year in a row where we're going to knock out, where we're going to compete against a team higher than us in the league system? I'm forgetting my words now. I'm so shocked at that. Right. Kick-off highlights. We know what happened in the last episode. We nicked the ball and scored. Can we do the same thing here? I'd love it if we could. That'd be sensational. Right, thanks to Ben El-Mahani. Ben El-Mahani gets into Ferguson. Ferguson back out wide to Ben El-Mahani. He whips it in looking for Amari Benjamin, and we've gone 2 goals ahead. And we've done it again from a highlight, from a kick-off for the other team after we scored. We've made it a quick-fire double. We did this against Southend. We're doing it against League One Lincoln. And it is 2-0 inside 2 minutes. Ben El-Mahani whipping it in. I'm eating my words about the winger situation now. Maybe it's not a situation. Maybe we're fine with who we've got. Well, either way, it's 2-0. And I'm delighted. More of that, please, boys. Let's keep that going all day long. Could get to the 4th round here. We've got another chance. If we get to the 4th round, it means we've got another crack at trying to find a bigger team. But then we've also got to hope, as well as, if the gods go in our favour to get us through this, the gods need to go in our favour to get us against a bigger team. And they need to go in our favour again to get us another away from home fixture. And if we don't get that, they've got to go in our favour again for us to have a good performance at home and get a replay. Do we quit while we're ahead here? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're all over them. We are all over them as well. We are utterly dominating them. It's madness. It's utter madness. It's another highlight to us. It's another corner. It's whipped in. And we had a very good chance there, but the goalkeeper, G-Cock, I've never seen that surname before in my life, but I respect it, manages to make the save. I mean, it was straight at him. Ward has let us down a little bit there. Hackett is in, and Hackett makes it 2-1. Rico Hackett pulls one back for Lincoln. And normal service might be being resumed sooner than we'd expect it to be. It's from the kickoff as well. Ward, he's been very good for us this season. He doesn't even think to jump there, though. Oh, it's disappointing. It is disappointing. Popple, again, not a great goalkeeper, but he's the best of a bad bunch at the moment. And now the highlight to Lincoln, and Lincoln are now turning things up. It's one of them. We should be losing against Lincoln. But you can dream. You can dream. With the start that we had, you can dream. I'm going to encourage the boys because we're playing against a team well above our weight class here. Well above our weight class. So you'd expect us to get pummeled, but we're giving as good as we are getting at the moment. Right. Nothing really happens with the corner. Benjamin ends up running out with it. Gets it to Banks on the edge of the area. He goes for a wonder goal. I'd rather he didn't because it looked spectacular, but it did absolutely sod all for us. We're still on top of them, you know, but now they have a corner. Hamilton whipping it in, looking for Hackett. Ward heads it clear. Richards now running with the counter-attack. Gets it to Ben El-Mahani, who's going to go out wide, trying to wait for support to come in. He is coming. He has to go all the way back to Wood, which is a bit disappointing. But he is running forward here. Is Wood. Whips it in, looking for Benjamin, who heads it wide. And if he'd have put it on target, he'd have had better with the keeper. And it is still 2-1. We go in at half-time. We have a goal lead. We're on top of the game still. on XG, on match momentum. Chances on target are equal. We've had better possession. Our passing's been better. I am delighted with that first half. I'm going to say that one because I don't want them just to think the job's done. We'll say that to those guys. I'm not going to tell people they're having poor games. I'm going to say they're not that bad, but they can do better. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say the same to these guys as well. I just want to G everyone up as best as I can. Right. Second half. Let's get to it. Can we pull off a remarkable victory here in Lincoln? Can we do it? We've started off well in this half. Match momentum is now going with Lincoln a little bit, though. Wood does really well to win the ball there. Richards gets the ball. Right, we now have possession again. Right, into Ravenhill. Ravenhill. Back to Ward, who did make the mistake for the goal, but I am a forgiving man. Right, Wood. Back to Ward. Back to Wood. I mean, we do need to start getting it a bit further forward here, boys. I don't really like the fact it's with our goalkeeper. Right, Woods now looking for options. Richards has got a little bit of space, but it has been closed off. Into Dyson now. Bit of freshness in the passing. Over to Ravenhill. Ravenhill looking for options. Chips it over to Ben Al-Mahani. What a pass that is by Ravenhill. And it is 3-1 in Lincoln against Lincoln. And we might just have a fourth round in the FA Cup to play. Utter nonsense. Utter sheer nonsense. What a ball it is for Ben Al-Mahani. And Ben Al-Mahani, what a game he's had against higher tier opposition. And the fans, that stand is full of our fans, which is great to see. Right, we have a 2-goal cushion. Let's make a substitution. Dyson's not had a great game. We're going to bring on Regan Riley. Is Riley inconsistent? He doesn't like big games. This is a big game. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't like a big game, Stu. It's okay. Right. We'll do that. Bring him on. Get some fresh legs in there, in the midfield. Ravenhill looks like he's been battered a bit. I should have held off on the substitution, really. Right, they're looking to do something short here. Hamilton now, chipping it over to Duffy. Looking like it's a well-worked set-piece routine. It is a very well-worked set-piece routine. And McKiernan has made it 3-2. Lincoln not out of this yet. Was it premature? I've just moved my light a little bit. Was it premature to spell the end of Lincoln? Maybe, just maybe it was. But can't help but get ahead of ourselves when it was going so well. Right. I think the final 2 changes are coming now. We're going to take Ravenhill off because he's injured. It makes no sense to keep him on if he's not doing well. I am going to bring on Finlay McAllister. Now, Finlay McAllister is a player who hasn't really played much for us. He's terribly inconsistent, but he doesn't really care about big games, so I don't mind bringing him on. Now, the final change. Alex Ferguson is not having a good game. Not that one, obviously. So I'm thinking of who we can bring on. Now, I'm debating trying to find a way to bring Joe Mendes on because he does have a little bit of magic. So what I'm thinking is if we bring him on for Alex Ferguson, which is a bit of a change. We don't normally play him there, but I'm just thinking we play him in there. He's got a little bit of magic. Why not? Why not have him play there? I mean, Lewis Banks has had a shocking game. Maybe we have to find a way to bring him off. Maybe we move Finlay McAllister to right back instead. And instead of bringing Joe Mendes on, we bring on maybe Isaac Fletcher, who can play in that position. And we change him to a deep line playmaker. And we bring Alex Ferguson back on and leave Alex Ferguson on because Alex Ferguson has been good for us in the past. It just gives us a more defensive option at fullback to help. And Isaac Fletcher's a bit more creative in the middle. I might do that, you know. It's a little bit crazy, but we're going to do that. Let's just go for it at this point. Right. I just want to... Right. Why is Ferguson showing up as being there? Right. Ferguson is not playing there. It's that completely clear right now. Right. That's updated. Right. Touchline shouts. Fire up you. Fire up you. Fire up you. I'm just firing up all the boys who are a little bit nervous. in the hope that it just gets them through it. It might not do anything to them. It's actually done the worst thing it could do. They're all looking negative now, which is a bit of a problem. Right, big ball over. We are first to it. Don't do anything silly, lads. Right, Fletcher from that deep position. I brought him on because he's a good attacking, passing player, and he's gone and given the ball away straight away. Right, Popple gets it out. He was miles away from his goal there, but McKiernan manages to put it over, which spares our blushes a little bit. Come on, boys. Literally, we're into added time here. Let's hold on with this. They've got a late throw. They've got a late throw, not in added time. Come on. The football manager gods can't be this cruel to me. Not in added time. Right, Kamara out wide to Smith. He's going to look to whip this in. He does whip it in. Popple's there. Popple's there. Safe hands. It's an FA Cup game. I've got more substitutions, I've just thought. I can waste some time with some substitutions. I don't normally get to do this because we don't have the ability to normally. Right, I am going to bring off Ben Ward because he's not had a good game at all. Aaron O'Reilly is going to come on. And then for my final trick, which I forgot that I had, I am going to bring on Joe Mendes for... I'm going to do the original substitution I was going to do. I'm going to do that one. A bit more energy in that attacking line. Just to waste a bit of time. Happy for the highlight to end here. I'm also quite happy for us to get an opportunity to get a fourth. Right, it's whipped out. Benjamin trying to win it. Oh my word, Richards has got it and he's got a man with him. If he can go into the middle here, he went for the goal. Why did he go for the goal? He had Ferguson with him. He could have made it 4. He could have cemented the victory. But it doesn't matter because we beat Lincoln at their place. And we're through to a famous 4th round of the FA Cup. And we have yet another opportunity to face a big team. Now, I want to see how much money we get from this game. I want to see how much it is. That's so much money for this club. That's great. That's a great amount of money to get for that. And that's just in prize money. That's just in prize money. In gate money as well. I mean, that's excellent. We've doubled the amount of money that we've got at the club, which is great. This is why, if you're new to FM, if you're new to non-league management or lower league management in FM, not that I'm an expert, because I'm not, but this is why the FA Cup is so important. If you can get to the 3rd round and you can start playing some of the bigger teams. Okay, it's Lincoln, they're League One. But still, the amount of money we've just got from playing them in the 3rd round. Imagine if that was like last season, Chelsea. Chelsea, we ended up with so much more money than we had at the club. Because we played them. Because we got to play them at their place as well. That was the important thing. I don't think the 4th round draw has been drawn yet. So we can't see who we play. It actually gets drawn on the 6th. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to see what the draw is. And we might come back for that instead of coming back for the game against Buxton. Because we're top of the league. That's not going to change against Buxton. Let's see what we get. I think that's a good plan. So I'm going to go away for the 2 days in game. And we're going to come back and see who the FA Cup draws us against. Whether it's home, whether it's away, and whether it's a big team or not. And then we'll make a decision on what we do. Okay, we're back for the FA Cup 4th round draw. What I'm going to do is, I'm clicking on View Draw. We're just going to go to the end of it. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the hat still. I feel like if we sit here through the entire draw, it's going to be kind of nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on... Or do we? Or do we just sit here for the draw? No, do you know what? We're not going to sit here for the draw. It's just going to take too long. We're going to advance to end, and then we're going to have a look at the team that we get. So, 3, 2, 1. Okay, draw is done. Oxford United got through with a big game, by the way. Right, so... Oh! Look at that for a draw. Arsenal away from home. That is exactly what we wanted. I've never been so happy at getting a result that is guaranteed to get us absolutely smashed. But I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. Yeah, better believe we're coming back in this video for that. Oh, forget Buxton. Sorry, Buxton fans. Whoever you are, all 12 of you. I'm coming back for the Arsenal game. Why wouldn't we do that? That's going to be a lot of fun to go to the Emirates and then see how much money we get out of that. That is exactly what we wanted. That's why we wanted to get past Lincoln, because that is the potential prize for it. Last season, Chelsea. This season, Arsenal. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, we're stuffed. Here we are back for the game against Arsenal. Before I quickly do that, just to show you the results in between the game against who did we play last? It's got my head. Lincoln. I forgot about it. Literally the same day. Literally, it's been like half an hour or an hour, whatever it is. I don't even know how long it's been. But the point is, it's not been that long, and I've already forgotten who we played. But yeah, Lincoln wasn't that long ago. We did obviously beat them. Excellent. So since then, beat Buxton, beat United of Manchester in the FA Trophy, which we won last season, and then beat Gateshead and Braintree as well. We did rotate for those 2 games, try and keep ourselves as fresh as possible. Not that it matters. Here's the 11 that we're going to be using against Arsenal. It is going to be Langley in goal. I have moved back to Langley because Popple did drop down to 2 stars, and that scares me. So, it's Langley in goal. It's not Hewitt. I've forgotten to take him out. No, it is Hewitt. There's a reason for that, and I'll get onto that. Hewitt, who is a new signing, who I don't think I've shown you. Elliot Hewitt, he is our new right back, or at least one of our new right backs. He's going to be more of a backup. He's 31 years old. He's not going to be around for a long time, but he is a very good player right now, and right now is when we need a good player, so he's in. So, he will be starting a right back today. We've got Burke and Ward in the middle, and Banks is at left back due to a suspension by Wood. So we don't have Connor Wood available, which is really annoying because he has actually turned things around this season and been really good for us. But Banks is going to be deputising at left back instead. We've then got Ravenhill and Riley in the middle, with Ben El Mahani, Ferguson and Richards supporting Benjamin up front. Madness is this game going to be. Now, I already have had a look at Arsenal's team just to put player instructions on. They have rotated. Their team is still a very good one, but they have rotated. Karnasec is a very good goalkeeper. Trossard is still very good. Kai Havertz is still in there. Marino, Vieira, they're good players. Calafiori is as well. Tell is a good young player, but I don't know whether the rotation is going to be enough for us to have a chance. It's not going to be, is it? It's not going to be. I want to see what the attendance will be for the game as well, but we know we're going to get some decent prize money. We know we're going to get some decent gate money as well, so that's the main thing. But let's just get into the game, shall we? And let's just see how the devil we do. And we've got an injury straight away, and it's to one of our best players, Alex Ferguson. Omen. That is nothing if not an omen. Oh, goodness me. Right, well, Isaac Fletcher gets to come on. He's been badgering me for some minutes. Well, there we go. We can have some minutes. I want to put match stats on. 58,000 attendance. That's amazing. So we are going to get some absolute dollar with that that split. That's going to be great. We've actually had a little bit of match momentum here, which is good to see. I'm not holding out much hope, as you'd probably imagine, but we're going to give it our absolute best effort. Right, Arsenal with the ball here, as one would expect. Look how lovely the grass is at their stadium. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolute thing of beauty. Right, here come Arsenal. It's a 1-0. We all know it's coming. There it is. Fabio Vieira makes it 1-0. We're here today to watch us get battered, but do you know what? We made it 15 minutes without them conceding, and we have lost one of our best players as well. It is what it is. I'm not too bothered about it. This is a fun day out, and if we get battered, so be it. And there's a lot of people here. There's a lot of eyes on the club to see little old Spennymoor get an opportunity against Arsenal. It's fine. It's fine. I don't mind us getting battered here. But the fact that we've had a bit of match momentum warms my soul, if I'm honest. It warms my soul. I'd love a shot. If we can get a shot at some point, that'd be great. A shot on target would be even better. Right, it's whipped in. We head it out. Telly's there to blast it in. He doesn't. And we have a chance at a counter-attack. Richards now running. I mean, look at how quick the Arsenal players are compared to him. Gets it to Ben El Mahani, who's been one of our best players this season. I mean, Calafiori tackles him like it doesn't even matter. But Ben El Mahani just managed to get possession back, and we do now have the ball a little bit. Right, Burke trying to get to Riley, but Fabio Vieira steps in. What a game Fabio Vieira's had so far. Getting it out wide to Trossard. I mean, we haven't made poor passing like that for a long time. And, of course, we do it when we come up against Arsenal. But Kai Havertz can't put the ball in the back of the net. Makes the wrong decision. And it remains 1-0, which is an achievement in my eyes, that it's still 1-0 after half an hour. We've had a shot, ladies and gentlemen. We've had a shot. It's not on target. I don't care. We've had a shot. Yeah, good on you, boys. Good on you. Oh, bless them. Right, Calafiori, that's going to be 2-0. It is indeed. There we go. It's game over. It's game over. We don't need to worry about it anymore. It's fine. I'm okay with it. Normally, I don't like it when we lose. I get very pouty, but I don't care today because we've got a big old chunk of change coming through. We've got one step further than we did last season in the FA Cup, so it's progress. So I don't care if we get battered today. It's absolutely fine. I'm going to encourage the boys. Don't keep your heads up. Keep your heads held high. It doesn't matter. We're not here today because we're going to go through. We're here for the experience. Tell you what, though. Tell that to Amari Benjamin, formerly of Arsenal's academy, by the way. He was up for that then, but they have got the ball back. Now, Carnesecchi, we know, is a very good goalkeeper. I do believe he was our goalkeeper for quite a long time at Deportivo in our last save before we started my career on FM24. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that and see just how good he was for us, because he was fantastic. He then left us for Liverpool and was an absolutely atrocious goalkeeper at Liverpool, which is quite amusing. Right, Arsenal just dancing around us here. I mean, that is offside. That is absolutely offside. Referee. I'm going to make one quick change, and I'm going to have us going stuck in, and I'm going to speed up our rate of play. And I just want to see whether we can just counter-attack them a little bit. I just want us to try something. We're obviously not going to win this game, but I just want to see if I can nick a goal. That's my next thing. The fact that we've had a shot already is good. If I can nick a goal in this game, I'd be really, really happy. I mean, Methistel, that's atrocious. He's not even the only player offside. That's awful. That's really bad. Goodness me. Goodness me. We're going to go in hard on them. We're going to try and disrupt them a little bit. I need to actually confirm it, to be fair. Right. Langley gets the ball here. Now, let's see whether we can get the ball to someone and try and make something happen. At the moment, he's our best player. Right. I don't really like the fact he put the ball to his feet. I don't really like the fact that he launched the ball out quite like that as well. That's pretty poor. Marquinhos now, with no one really to challenge him. I thought he was just curling that in while Langley was stood there, but it didn't quite happen like that. I'd love a shot on target as well. That's the only other thing I'll ask for from this game, is a shot on target. That'd just warm my heart. It really would. I am debating what to do in the second half. I'm thinking things we can do to try and get a goal from this game. I think we're going to go 2 up front. I think full wing play, 4-2-4. Let's do it in the second half. Let's just go for it. What we did at the start of the save, when we were in National League North, let's just do that. I think it could be fun. We're trying to get the ball out desperately here, but every time we get it to someone, it goes out. That cannot be a penalty, referee. That is not a penalty. I'm going to be livid if that gets given as a penalty. Again, I don't mind us losing, but that is not a penalty. VAR should say this is not a penalty. Correct decision, Mr. VAR. Correct decision. The little man in his ear was correct. Thank you. Doesn't matter. They're going to score anyway. But I can live in hope. Just have him. Yes. Yes, Richards. Have it. I don't care if this leads to a goal. I just love seeing the players just trying to batter them. Langley gets the ball and all is right with the world once again. 5 minutes of added time in this half, by the way. That's a lot of added time. We haven't added to our single one shot on target. We have! We've had another shot, ladies and gents. We've had another shot. It's 2-0 to Arsenal, but we've got 2 shots on the board. None of them are on target. It doesn't matter. But we have got a 0.05 XG. The moral victory is ours. We've got no right to have that. Arsenal should be ashamed of themselves. Right. Yeah, I want to go full wing play because we're just not going to get anywhere any other way. We're not going to get anywhere at all. I mean, listen to me talking as if we're going to have a chance here. Right, I'm going to take off Ravenhill. We'll change you to a deep line playmaker. Ravenhill can come off for Glenn Taylor. Glenn Taylor gets to play against Arsenal at the Emirates. That feels like exactly as it should be. I like that. And I'm going to bring on Joe Mendes as well, because why not? just why not? Let's do that. Let's have a bit of fun with that, shall we? Right. I want us to try and be as counter-attacking as possible. We're just going to go direct to everything. In fact, what I am going to do is I'm going to make him a target forward. I mean, he's 6'3". Aerially, he's not the best, but he's good enough that he could get something going. So, do you know what? We're going to distribute to target man and try and get some flick-ons. Let's just try it. We'll put him as a target man on support. If he can flick it onto Amari Benjamin or Joe Mendes, then we're in. Then it's happy days. We can get a goal. That's what I want to do. I'm not going to make any other changes because, quite frankly, there are no changes I can do that can make this any better other than what I've just done. And even then, that I think is ambitious. So, yeah, we'll just go for it, shall we? We're going to get a man sent off as well, which is great. Let's say that. Because we can play without pressure. We know for a fact that we're meant to get battered here. We know for a fact that we're meant to get battered. So I'm just going to have a word with a couple of the players as well. just to try and G them up a little bit. Say that. We're going to tell you, calm yourself down. I'm going to tell you, calm yourself down. But absolutely still going hard on them. Right. Second half. Let's get a shot on target. Let's try and get a goal. We've got a free kick, boys and girls. We've got a free kick. Oh, my word. If Glenn Taylor sticks his top bins, it's as good as a win. We're taking our time on it. We're taking our time on it. Right. Come on, Glenn. Come on, Glenn. He's hit the crossbar. Oh, Glenn's hit the crossbar. Can't have said she was rooted. What a chance that is. And we start with an Arsenal goal kick. Can we pressure them into a mistake? Come on, boys. Pressure Ben White into a mistake. I tell you what, we're doing well at pressuring them here. If our right winger, if Ben El Mahani was having a better game, he's pressing there. See, the problem now is we don't have the attacking midfielder to do the pressing, so we've got that big gap in the middle behind the strikers, which is a bit of a problem. Marquinhos is in here. He's going to try and cut it back to someone. He goes back to Marino, into Vieira, 3-0. I mean, I'll say it's game over. It was never game on, really, was it? But it is 3-0. It's fine. I'm going to tell the lads no pressure. There is no pressure on them. We're here to enjoy ourselves. We're here to have a good time. We're here to play at one of the better stadiums in the country, the Emirates, and we are doing that. So it is what it is. We had our magical moment last season against Chelsea. We had a sort of magical moment against Lincoln, beating them at their place. We're here for the money. Let's be completely crystal clear. We are here for the cold hard cash, and I'm absolutely fine with it. We're having chances, though. We've had 4 chances against them. We've got some momentum on the board as well, which is great. I'm going to fire the boys up. We can get a goal from this game. I'm adamant about it. Now, one thing I absolutely need to do, I am going to pause this highlight. Let's take Ben El Mahani off, because he's having the worst game of his life, which is a shame to see. We've got 2 substitutions left. I'm not going to waste both of them now. I'm going to bring on Harrison Wood, and he can play a few minutes at the Emirates Stadium. Let's do that. Let's see if we can just nick the ball off of them. That'd be amazing. Right. Tell goes back to Tomiyasu, into Lewis Skelly, Tavares now running out wide. Our players are running back in support into Methis Tell. It's 4-0. They've found it. No, it's been disallowed. It's going to be checked by VAR, but I think it's been disallowed. The linesman's flag was up. I'm pretty sure this is going to be disallowed. The arms are not up. It has been disallowed. It's still only 3-0. We're keeping it from being a cricket score, which I'm really, really grateful to these lads for. I'm going to fire the boys up when I get the opportunity, because I still think we can get something. When I say something, I don't mean like a win or anything like that. I mean like a goal. I think we can score a goal against this. Oh, we're giving away a penalty. Oh, boys. I mean, it's going to get checked by VAR. I don't think we're going to get this lucky to have 2 disallowed goals and 2 disallowed penalties. There it is. Imagine if Langley saves this now. Come on, Langley. No. It's not going to happen. Hat-trick for Fabio Vieira. He has been sensational, by the way. I did kind of look at him before the game and thought he's going to be a problem. And you know what? He has been. He's been a massive problem. Isaac Fletcher's had the worst game of his life, as has Ben Ward. I need to take one of them off. Doesn't really matter, does it, at this point? It really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to take Ben Ward off. I don't want to take Isaac Fletcher off, because all of the players have played quite badly. We'll bring on Aaron O'Reilly. And, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Right, another free kick here. Right, let's head it out, boys. Right, Taylor did quite well, though. Calafiori with it. Marino kind of... The fact is, Marino missed the pass there. And we're so not on their level that we didn't have a player there. Right, we have got a... Well, we had a set piece there. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Right, we've got a corner. Oh, my God. Please. Please. 1 goal. That's all I want. Right, Mendes. Getting in there. Into Taylor. Oh, we had a chance there. We had a real chance. Oh, just someone mispass it. Just someone mispass it so we can go and score a goal. Let us have one, please. Please. Let's score at a Premier League stadium. That'd be delightful. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We've not had a shot on target. We don't deserve it, to be fair. We're going to go attacking for the last few minutes. Why not? Let's just go attacking. Oh, my God. We've got another corner. Right, whips in. Wood. He's gone for the overhead kick. He got it on target, you know. That's got to be a shot on target. We've had a shot on target. Let's go. Let's go. That'll do. That I don't care that we've lost 4-0. We had a shot on target against Arsenal at the Emirates. Let's go. I'm going to say that. Whoa, boys. What is this? It's Arsenal. Really? You're going to be that... Oh, man. Right. Okay, I'm going to be critical. Right, yeah, stuff, yeah. I'm not even going to entertain it. I tried to rectify it. It didn't work at all. Right. 4-0 against Arsenal, as you'd expect. What money did we get? Barely any money. To be fair, that is because we lost. However, what are finances looking like? Got over $1 million in there. Like, that is all from gate receipts. Look at the gate receipts. The gate receipts, I think, were at like 500,000, 600,000. There you go. That is what a big game in the FA Cup can do for you if you're a smaller club. Because we had like 200,000 in that. 300,000. Look at the difference that has made. Sensational. Right, well, other than the fact that I've lost the dressing room and the fact that we got absolutely battered, I would call that a resounding success. So we now need to discuss... God, what an episode. We now need to have a look at when we're going to come back. So I'm not that bothered about the FA Trophy because we won it last season, so I'm not too worried about it. However, we do need to decide what league games we're going to come back for if we do bin that off. Now, looking at the league, Forest Green, Southend, Yeovil, York, Gateshead, they're kind of the teams that we're probably looking at that we need to worry about, that we need to probably play. So looking at the next month or two, I think we come back for... We came back quite quickly this time. We'll give it a bit of time. We're going to come back for Boreham Wood and Forest Green. We're going to come back because Forest Green are second in the league at the moment. We've got a game in hand on them, but they are currently 5 points behind. So if we can win that game, all of a sudden we open things up. And I think they're one of the people that we've drawn against. No, we lost against them in the last game. So we need revenge. So that feels like it's going to be a good one. Revenge in the next episode against Forest Green. And by then, we'll have hopefully forgotten all about Arsenal. This sucks. I've got to be honest with you. I'm not happy about this whatsoever. Alex Ferguson out for 2 to 5 weeks. We'll have to leave it to the physio. I'm not giving him any injections. I've done that before. It wasn't a wise thing to do. I just want to point out, though, we got 6 shots against Arsenal. They should be ashamed of the fact that we got 6 shots against them. They really should be. But that is going to do it for today's episode and our FA Cup run. But you know what? We got exactly what we wanted. Big game against a big team at their place to get loads of money. And loads of money, as a reminder, we did get marvellous. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's video, do not forget to leave a big like on there for me. And don't forget to subscribe as well. It's completely free to do so. And you'll make me a very happy chap. I've been Stu. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.